My goal for this masterclass is to empower you with the real answers your body has been craving to help you understand exactly why you're feeling the way you are and what to do about it starting today. Okay, so we just need to start. If you've been waking up groggy, no matter how early you've gone to bed, if your belly feels bloated or inflamed, no matter how clean you try to eat, if your energy crashes every afternoon, your workouts leave you more depleted and refreshed, you are in the right place. Many women come to me saying, I'm doing everything I can and I still feel off. I always say this with deep love and deep truth. You are not broken. You are just missing the liver lens. Your liver is your body's master multitasker. It filters toxins, balances hormones, metabolizes fat, and regulates blood sugar, and yet traditional health advice almost never talks about it. In this masterclass, we're changing that. I'm going to show you exactly how to begin healing your liver gently and effectively so you can reclaim your energy, release stubborn fat, especially around the belly, around the middle, and feel like yourself again, clear, light, vibrant, and strong. Specifically, I'll be walking you through the fatty liver food formula. I'll break down exactly how to wake up energized, belly, fat, and stop triggering inflammation into your liver. No fads, no starvation, just functional nutrition that supports real healing. The simple daily shift that reboosts your energy, this one change can restore your circadian rhythm, clear up your brain fog, and help you sleep like a baby again. You'll finally feel refreshed in the morning and focused throughout the day. All you need to say goodbye to exhausting workouts. I'll explain to you how certain high-intensity exercise is actually slowing down your liver's healing and keeping the fat stuck. I'll show you the gentle, science-backed movement style that speeds up recovery instead. This isn't just another class on detoxing or clean eating. This is about understanding your body from the inside out and learning how to work with it, not against it. And do this in about 60 minutes. So is that good for everybody? If you need to leave, go ahead and I'll get you guys caught up. So I appreciate all you guys being here with me. But my promise to you, you'll leave this not only with clarity and confidence, but with a clear path forward. You'll understand why your body's been holding on to weight, fatigue, and overwhelm and how to finally release it. So you ready to get started? All right, everybody, here we go. So let me start on shedding the light on what I see happening every day with women I support. Women who are smart, proactive, and trying so hard to get healthy, but it's just not seeing results. They often aren't doing anything wrong. They've just never been given the full picture. Here's what I want you to know. And I've been there myself. Okay. I was lost completely when they told me I had a fatty liver. I mean, there's just very little support out there for whatever reason. You've been handed one size fits all diet plans that ignore your liver, whether it's keto, fasting, low fat, or some celebrity detox. Most diets are built around quick wins and calorie mass, but none of them consider the unique demands your liver is facing from toxins, hormonal shifts, or even emotional stress. The truth is, if your liver isn't supported, your body can't release fat, even on the perfect diet. Has anybody ever done the diet where you count your macros? That's interesting. It's not easy. It's very complicated. I found it complicated, but I tried it. So you might be over-exercising and stressing your liver more. So high-intensity workouts are marketed as the gold standard for fat loss. Have you guys heard this before? You could actually be over-exercising, stressing your body. Have you heard that before? So what happens is your liver is already inflamed or sluggish. Intense training spikes your cortisol, taxes your adrenal system, and slows down detoxification even further. So I've heard the term adrenal fatigue. That could be happening. That's not a good situation. You don't want to over-exercise. Instead, you want to have low burning fat, your easy exercises. If you do this heavy, intense workout, your body actually goes into survival mode because it's burning too much fat. It holds on to everything. So this is where I help my clients pivot. We go into a movement that's smart, healing, and matched to their recovery, something that they can tolerate their body. So your sleep, or lack of it, is actually keeping your liver from healing. Most people don't realize this, but their liver's peak detox time is, when your liver's peak detox time is? Yeah, it's actually while we're sleeping, or we're supposed to be sleeping. It's actually between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. So if you're tossing and turning, waking up between 2 and 4 a.m., or feeling unrested after 8 hours, it's not just bad sleep. It's actually your liver is struggling. And the cruel cycle of struggling liver can also be what's causing the poor sleep in the first place. When I work with clients, we look at how to get their circadian rhythm melatonin, blood sugar align so their liver can do its job overnight and fat loss can happen naturally. What I want you to walk away with is you are not broken. You are not failing. You have not been missing key information. You've just been missing key information about how your body actually works. So have you guys learned something already you hadn't heard before? Awesome. So once you understand that, and once you begin to support your liver, the right inputs, you'll be amazed at how quickly your energy returns and your metabolism resets and your body starts to feel like your own again. So I know what you're saying. So this all sounds great. I've tried everything. Why would this be any different? Right? And I get that. You've tried diets. You've seen doctors who gave you vague advice. They've dismissed your feeling, your symptoms. It's easy to be skeptical. But here's the difference. What I teach you is about willpower. It isn't about willpower or restriction or another Band-Aid solution. It's about understanding what your body actually needs and healing the very system that that's been holding you back, which is your liver. Your liver is your second largest organ. I mean, it controls everything. This isn't a fad. It's foundational. Once your liver starts working for you instead of against you, your energy, weight, and mood begin to shift, often faster than you would think. So if that little voice in your head is wondering if this is really possible for me, I want to gently invite you to stay open, because I've seen women and men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s and 70s finally feel like themselves again, often for the first time in decades. I want to take a moment to share a little bit of my story, because I'm not sure if all of you know, but I truly have been where you are. So 5 years ago, I was exhausted, bloated, frustrated. Nothing seemed to work. I told my doctor all about it. I was eating healthy, exercising, doing all the things I thought I should be doing. And I still felt exhausted, bloated. I just didn't feel well. My energy was low all the time. We had to sleep a lot. I just felt like I couldn't even function. I drove to Fredericksburg and I felt like I was going to fall asleep at the wheel. I just couldn't even make it that far. It was just getting so bad, which is about 45-minute drive. So I didn't know it at the time, but my liver was struggling, overloaded, sluggish, and silently impacting everything from my metabolism to my sleep to my hormones, which really shook me. So my mom died of cancer, and it turned out it was liver cancer. But now we think that she had a fatty liver, which turned into cancer, and there's no cure. Probably about 10 years after she died, my mom's sister's daughter, my cousin, told me that she was dying. She had had a fatty liver diagnosis 20 years earlier, and it had progressed into cirrhosis. She said that by the time they found it, they'd given her such conflicting information. She was so confused, didn't know where to begin. She didn't change her diet. She didn't know how to. But once you're in cirrhosis phase, you cannot reverse cirrhosis. So she ended up passing away. She actually almost made it to a liver transplant, but she passed away, sadly. She didn't look sick at first. She was active, seemingly fine on the outside, but internally her liver had been under stress for years. It broke my heart when she passed away. And that literally put a fire under me. I had to find out why this is happening. It shouldn't be happening. I mean, this can't happen. I think she was not even 60 yet when she passed away. She wasn't much older than me. So this disease, fatty liver disease, is treatable, even reversible with the right support. That loss made me dig deeper. I committed to learning everything I could about liver health and what our bodies truly need to heal. And once I started applying that knowledge to myself, everything changed. And she actually told me, don't give up. She knew what I was trying, I was trying to reverse my fatty liver and wanted me to educate people. So that literally really made it my mission. My energy finally came back after my metabolism switched around, and I could tell I started to lose the weight and my liver started to clear. My brain fog lifted, my skin cleared up. I started sleeping through the night. I lost a total of 35 pounds naturally without punishing workouts or deprivation. I didn't even know I had to lose that much weight, but I think it was more inflammation. Today, I'm not a living proof of what's possible, but I've helped so many others make that same transformation too, and I'm here to show you how. So again, I'm Lisa. I am a liver and gut wellness coach now. That is my mission. I've spent 3 years, these past 3 years, helping clients reverse their fatty liver, naturally lose weight, sleep better, and reclaim their energy without extreme diet. So I truly understand the struggles because I've lived them, and I'm here to show you what's possible. Stick with me until the very end. I've got some incredible resources and a special invite you won't want to miss. I invite you to give this next bit your full attention, no distractions. It could change everything for you. I've already made the mistake. I went from functional medicine doctor to functional medicine doctor and, bottles after bottles, trying every supplement possible. Nothing worked. What I'm sharing with you today is what actually works, what I've seen work again and again. And with all of my clients, it's worked. Today, I have my energy back, my weight in check, and peace of mind. And I'm here to gift that same roadmap to you. So my latest lab shows that I have no fat left in my liver. I'm completely on the other side of fatty liver. Now, I always, my diet now, I've changed everything. I don't want to go back to eating the way I was eating. I'm going to maintain my health. So here we go. So tell me in the chat if you're ready to feel energized again. You ready to learn? So if you want to take notes, you can. And if not, I'm here to answer any questions all the time. Anytime you can get a hold of me. So this is your liver. It's, again, your second largest organ. It has many, many functions. I've listed a few here that are, for me, the primary important ones. But your liver will detain chemicals. It filters your blood. It stores glycogen, which is also your energy. So your liver makes and stores energy. This is where you get your energy from. It detains pathogens, hormones, produces proteins, stores vitamins and minerals, and it has its own personalized immune system. So when I was going through fatty liver, when I knew my liver was fatty, I was considered immune compromised. And of course, it was during COVID. The doctors were very worried about me, but I've always had a lower immune system. You know, I may have had a fatty liver for longer than I knew about it, because when they discovered it, I was already in stage 2. I actually went up to stage 3. There's 4 stages. So fatty liver disease is a condition where extra fat builds up in the liver. A small amount of fat in the liver is normal, but when fat makes up more than 5 to 10% of the liver's weight, it is considered a fatty liver. And it is nothing to sneeze about. It is not good to have any more than 10% in your liver. So non-alcoholic fatty liver is what I had. It occurs in people who drink little or no alcohol. It's most common in people you'll see it in people that are overweight for sure, but you don't have to be overweight to have a fatty liver. You probably also have insulin resistance, meaning you just have a hard time. If you wanted to lose weight, you probably couldn't. You generally have high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes. It can be simple fatty liver, but no inflammation. I was going into that phase. So NASH, which includes inflammation and liver cell damage, is the next phase. I was not in that phase, but I was just before it. So it was getting extremely serious for me. When you go into the NASH phase, the damage that it does to your liver is irreversible. You can still stop it, kind of stay in that area. I mean, the damage is done. Now, there's also the alcoholic fatty liver, which is caused by heavy alcohol use. The liver breaks down alcohol, which produces harmful substances to build up. Unfortunately, one of the symptoms of a fatty liver, when you start feeling the pain, that is when you need to take action. You've gone on to another phase. It's probably pretty inflamed. And of course, it is right near your lungs. That's probably why you're coughing. Well, I can completely understand all of those symptoms, all of them. So I've been there, and I can help you overcome the fatty liver with me. We can do it. What I wanted to show you now, if you can see this slide, is the fatty liver food formula that I've put together. And again, I'm not a doctor. Works closely with my doctor. Thank Kevin. My doctor was the same doctor that worked with my mom in our liver cancer. And he sat me down and looked at me frankly. And he goes, you know what you're facing. You don't change this. This is a death sentence for you. Either you'll die early of a heart attack or complications from, diabetes, or you'll go into cancer like your mother. So he was very frank with me, and I appreciated that. He told me at that time I needed to change my diet, all the chemicals, no chemicals. Did you know everything soaks into your skin? Everything goes through your bloodstream. It was really good. So everything I'm teaching you is from him, is what he's helped me with. But of course, I'm not a doctor. I've worked with many doctors. They have all approved what I'm teaching you. But this is my fatty liver food formula. So what surprises most of my clients, because they think they're eating healthy, but their liver is still inflamed, their belly fat won't budge, they feel tired all the time. It's what I call so this is the fatty liver food formula. This is not another low fat, low carb, bland diet. This is real food. Real food to help your liver detoxify naturally, reduce inflammation, and start burning the fat it's been storing, especially in the midsection. See, your liver has over 500 jobs. One of the most important jobs is to metabolize fat. But when it's overwhelmed, whether it's by alcohol, medications, sugar, or seed oil, processed food, or even too much fruit, it stops burning fat and starts storing it. That's why many people with fatty liver look puffy, bloated, the weight around the middle. It's not extra weight. It's a sign your liver needs support. So here's what I teach in the food formula. It's about switching from burdening foods to nourishing foods. And what I want you to focus on are the leafy greens, like spinach, arugula, kale, to bind toxins and feed the liver. Sulfur-rich foods like cauliflower, cabbage, onions, garlic, to boost glutathione, help your liver's master to boost glutathione, which is your liver's master antioxidant. I want you to focus on healthy fats, need fats, but more like avocado, olive oil, nuts, seeds, wild salmon, because your liver actually loves good food, as long as they're not unprocessed. Processed foods, you don't want any processed foods. Pasture-raised, clean to rebuild and repair tissue. Herbs like dandelion root, milk thistle, turmeric, ginger, they are powerful liver healers. And hydration. I can't stress this enough. Warm water with lemon is ideal. So detox your fluid and keep the bile going. Mineral-rich herbal teas, even cucumber water. Now, fruit juices, you'll see, yes, even orange juice are, on the no list, if you will. Low-fat or diet processed foods, refined grains and carbs like white bread, white rice, pastries, and alcohol. Your liver sees this as a toxin, even in small doses. Anybody have any questions about that? I do. Yeah. So if you're going to do bread, sourdough is the better one for healthier reasons. It's just better for your gut. So, in general, I would if you're going to eat bread, I would eat sourdough and I would eat it in moderation. And again, I do have coffee on here, but if you're going to drink coffee, I would drink organic. I try to drink decaffeinated. I just like the taste of coffee. And actually 2 cups of coffee has been known to is healthy for the liver. Excess coffee is bad. I mean, excess anything is bad. We all know how bad energy drinks are now. I do have some clean coffee recipes I can put in the Facebook group later. But if you need to put in cream, a little bit as you can. Sugar is what you want to stay away from. And the syrups and things like that. So I can put a coffee in later where you can make your cream. Good question. But I try to drink black. And it's not easy. I had to wean myself down on it and get used to it. And once you get off the sugar, it's so much easier to not drink it with. It's satisfying. Just be careful with not too much of that all the time. That can be a little accumulating. Yeah, so I fill up a glass like this. Can you see this? I put a slice of lemon in it. It's what I drink first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning when you wake up after your liver has detoxed overnight, this will help the bile keep coming out it'll help you go, basically. Okay. It'll help the detoxification continue. Okay. First thing in the morning. Doesn't have to be, but it's nice. Nice on your gut. Let me tell you about Pam. So she is currently a client of mine. She's in her late 50s. She works all the time. She's a realtor. She travels in her car a lot. Now, when she first came to me, she was exhausted. She said, Lisa, I'm barely eating and I'm still gaining weight. She was skipping meals, living off protein bars, and constantly craving sugar. She was just grabbing and going. She swapped out the packaged snacks and started a simple protein-rich breakfast smoothie with greens. I started her on the lemon water, had a colorful plate at lunch and dinner, and within 2 weeks, she said she felt like a different person. Her bloating was down, her skin looked better, and she wasn't dragging through her day anymore. So food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. And once you learn to eat in a way that unburdens your liver, your body does the rest. So this is my friend Amy. So her husband was suffering from a fatty liver. Her and her husband both were suffering from a fatty liver. He was actually having heart palpitations, which can be very serious, but your liver is related to that as well. And after my health, both reversed fatty liver and began feeling more energetic, slept better, and woke up feeling more rested and less achy. Amy was also suffering from fibromyalgia. Her with toxifying the liver, all of her aches went away. Her husband completely reversed. He ended up losing 45 pounds. He's no longer pre-diabetic. He's back to working full time as well. So here we are with this daily shift that reboots your energy. This is important as food, but it's so overlooked. It's your daily rhythm, okay? So it's called the reset ritual. It's a gentle, easy to implement shift in how you move through your day. It dramatically improves your liver function, hormone balance, blood sugar, and brain fog. Here's why it works. Your liver is tied into your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. When your rhythm is off, you're skipping meals, eating late at night, and over-caffeinating. You're scrolling on your phone until midnight, hopefully not, but it does mess with your liver's ability to detox and repair. But with the reset ritual, we give your body back the natural flow. And this is what I found. So in the morning, you start with hydration. Before coffee, before anything, you drink a glass of warm water. Any glass. It's generally, this is 8 ounces. You can use apple cider vinegar. That is an acquired taste. But this helps flush your system and it stimulates your bile production and supports your digestion. So that's why the warm, it just helps your gut. It's just kind of nice on your gut. So apple cider vinegar is good for immune system in general. But I like adding it in water because it helps take the taste away. It doesn't taste as bad, but then at least you're getting your hydration in. For me, I can drink water now, and I have a lot of clients that can't drink water. So anything to get them to drink is ideal, especially first thing in the morning. I mean, we could even add fruit to your water if you're just unable to drink it. But you could start a small glass, add a nice lemon, warm water, and just try it tomorrow morning. It's very soothing. See, I would still try the lemon with the water. Make sure I would probably try to do a little bigger glass, to make sure you really get the water in, and don't lay down after you're drinking it, of course. You'll also want to get natural sunlight within 30 minutes of waking, if possible. 10 to 15 minutes signals your body to shut off melatonin, start producing cortisol at the right time. So I love to get outside and get in the grass and feel the warm sun. And of course, it's the best time to do it right after you wake up. If you can, take your water outside and enjoy it. It's getting nice out now. Try to, get outside and get some sun. Then you'll want to eat your first real meal within 90 minutes of waking. I try to get it in within the first hour. No more skipping breakfast. You want a nice, high protein, liver friendly breakfast that helps stabilize your blood sugar for the entire day. No more fasts, craving, or brain fog by 2 p.m. So intermittent fasting would be more like you would stop eating by a certain time at night and then try to wait overnight to not eat. You want to up eating, ideally, you never should eat after 7 p.m. But ideally you want to stop hopefully by 6, before 7, and then not eat again until 7 a.m. Yeah. And that's actually an excellent rest for your liver. So then when you start eating in the morning, you want to try to get your protein in then, first thing. For letting your liver rest for 16 hours, that's okay, as long as you get your protein in first thing in the morning there. Yeah. So you want to move a little bit, as much as you can. And I know with fatty liver, it's hard. You're tired, you're bloated, you don't feel like moving. Do what you can, a little 10-minute walk, especially after dinner. I promised my doctor that I would take a 30-minute walk after dinner. It'll lower your blood sugar, improve your digestion, and it'll reduce liver fat. So do what you can. And Anna, she's very athletic. That's how we met. She was biking on one of my trails in the neighborhood. Such good exercise. Create an evening wind down ritual. So this is when your liver does its deep cleaning between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., but only if you're sleeping well. So I like to take Epsom salt baths, and Anna will probably put in some essential oils, and of course take a magnesium drink. It helps me sleep solid at night. Magnesium will relax all your nerves in your body. Everybody's probably low and deficient in magnesium, so that's a good one. Teas, chamomile and dandelions, just make sure they're organic or clean. Gentle stretching, yoga, ballet, things like that. And also, I've met a new ballet instructor. I could have her in my fatty liver sometimes too. So these will all help your liver repair while you rest. Let's see. All right. This is Carrie. I did not download a picture of her because I couldn't get a hold of her to make sure I could show a picture. But Carrie, she was suffering from low energy, belly fat, and sleepless nights. She's about my age, 50. I'm 58. Then after my help, she had lost her belly fat and is now sleeping better and is now on her way to reversing her fatty liver. So Carrie's feeling much better, more like her old self, because she's lost 25 pounds. She's able to work out now. She's lost overall inflammation, and she said she is sleeping very well now. So let me ask you something. If you've been trying to have you been trying to exercise your way out of belly fat? Have you been hitting the gym, doing high intensity workouts, or pounding the treadmill with zero results? It's not your fault. I could never lose my belly fat. I mean, it just wasn't going anywhere. Most exercise advice out there doesn't take into account how damaged liver responds to stress. Again, remember, if your liver is damaged at all, any stressful event you're going to give it, it's going to hold on to all the fat still. Because here's the truth. When your liver is overloaded, intense exercise can actually slow your progress. That's because high intensity workouts raise your cortisol, your stress hormone, and too much cortisol equals more inflammation and more blood sugar imbalances and more fat storage around your midsection. So what's the solution? I teach a gentler, smarter approach, one that supports your liver, balances your hormones, and boosts fat burning without draining you. So we want gentle, consistent movement, which would be gentle, brisk, walk, rebounding with a mini trampoline. You can work up to that. Pilates or yoga, especially twists or stretches that support, detox your organs, work with your body and not against it. So Karen knows some of you may have been following me. I had major surgery. I've had hernias in my abdomen since I gave birth 27 years ago. So I had to go through that surgery. And fortunately, I knew all about these stretches. It's really helped me heal and moving again. And 20 to 30 minutes a day at a steady pace can improve your insulin sensitivity, reduce liver fat, and boost your circulation. And you want to use lightweight, nothing too heavy. You want to build a little muscle. It does increase your metabolism, improves your blood sugar. No hour-long gym sessions, just 15 to 20 minutes. That's enough. Especially while you're in this phase with your liver. Now, moving after meals. This is a game changer. A 10-minute walk. Any amount of walk you can do after dinner lowers your blood sugar. If you can't get outside, walking in place, it'll help your digestion. It takes the pressure off your liver and helps to mop up extra glucose. So you don't have to push yourself to heal. In fact, over-exercising can delay your healing. So instead, I want you to focus on supporting your nervous system and keeping inflammation low. The moral of the story, you don't need to exhaust your body into health. You need to partner with it and listen to your body. I tell everybody to listen to their body. And when you do, your liver responds beautifully. You'll have better digestion, clearer skin, more energy, and finally, fat loss that sticks. Okay, so once you've learned to eat this way, you'll always eat this way. So let's recap. Oh, Sherry's still here. So I do want to talk about Sherry. There you are, Sherry. I hope it's okay. Sherry was suffering from unwanted weight she could not lose. She felt bloated and very low energy, not sleeping well, not sure what to eat and not to eat. She just knew she had bad eating habits. Then after showing her what to eat and not eat, within a few days, she said she was noticeably more energetic, feels more confident about what to eat, and is sleeping much better, and it has big improvement in her mood. I'm so happy for you, Sherry. So let's quickly recap what we've learned. And if anybody has any questions, please jump in. I like a hard-boiled egg. Oatmeal's a good one. I like a good protein smoothie as well. I do put fruit in it, not a lot. As long as you're not juicing, you want the fiber from the fruit. The thing to do is to keep a record of what you do daily, and there's something in there that's shifted. Even de-stress. And eggs are good. Again, as long as you eat organic and in moderation. You don't want too high to cause a stroke or anything, but cholesterol is good. We need it for brain health.
Right.
Nana's right. All of our oats and wheat and everything's been so sprayed with a glyphosate, it disrupts your gut and it causes inflammation. Still be careful with it. Just don't eat too much of it. I wouldn't do it every day. So let's recap. Almost done. So what you've learned is the fatty liver food formula, the exact foods to eat and avoid to feel lighter, more energized. You've discovered the simple daily shift that helps you sleep better and clear brain fog. Again, I'm going to try to put this in our group so you can watch it again. A gentle movement that can heal your liver faster without exhausting workout. So which one of these things that you've learned tonight are you most excited to try first? It can be as simple as the warm lemon water. It's a good detox in general. It'll help your sinuses. It'll help your immune system. Apple cider vinegar is good. A lot of people just say drink apple cider vinegar to lose weight. Well, it's cleaning your system is what it's doing. So simply stress. The liver hangs on to stress. You're angry and stressed. The liver hangs on to it. Yeah, you've got to learn a way to de-stress. I heard a quote from John Paul today. They were just talking about him on the news. And he said, Anna, you might have seen it. He said, a joyous heart is a grateful heart. And I mean, that is so true. So absolutely. Thank you, Anna. So I want to thank you all for showing up today. Just for showing up today, I can share my free liver wellness starter pack with you. It includes my favorite recipes, a daily routine checklist, and a liver loving grocery list. I'll probably need your emails if you can put that in the chat. And if not, get it to me later. If you can put it in the chat, that would be great. So now that you've got the knowledge, but if you're thinking, Lisa, I don't want to do this alone, I want your help. I couldn't do any of this by myself. So imagine waking up with energy, watching the belly fat melt away, and finally feeling like you again without second guessing every bite, spending hours in the gym. This is exactly what my program helps you with. It helps you achieve. It's different from anything else out there. It's customized just for you, holistic, deeply supportive. I want to take a moment to share a little bit more of my own story. So as I watched my mother and cousin go through the exact same struggles that I ended up going through, of course, theirs were worse. And my cousin was in her 40s, still working full time. Her doctor told her she had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and that was it. Didn't tell her to change her diet or anything. She felt the same, tired all the time, overwhelmed. She had conflicting advice, and finally succumbed to cirrhosis and passed away. It's a horrible way to go, too. I don't wish that on anybody. It was awful. That was the moment I knew I needed to do something more. I dove into studying liver and gut health. I created a structured plan, and what the body actually needs to reverse fatty liver actually is what I discovered. That's how I developed this program, from fatty to fit, the liver reset program. This program has been born. So I'm introducing it to you guys tonight. It's a 6-week program. It's designed specifically for people with symptoms of fatty liver, constant fatigue, hormone imbalances, belly pain, basically anybody who's over 40. All women, when they started going into menopause, they literally come in and start having their liver slow down, possibly go into fatty liver. They're a sluggish liver. They've got to watch how they're eating, maintain their energy. I'll help with your obesity, your sedentary lifestyle. If you know anybody that consumes the American diet, the processed food, quite a bit of alcohol in their history, they've had blood sugar issues, diabetes, or they know they have a metabolic syndrome. They just cannot lose the weight. And it's for you. This is your opportunity to reverse your liver naturally and effectively. By this program, we will focus on reversing your fatty liver and restoring your metabolism, gaining your energy back, no more midday crashes, sleeping better and waking up refreshed. You'll detox naturally by supporting bile flow, adopting a clean, non-toxic lifestyle, very important. Learning how to eat without sugar, very important. No more processed food you won't feel guilty, and it will be restrictive for you. Move your body in a way that supports healing. You'll learn how to not overexert yourself. You'll be able to just exercise freely what your body will need. And inside this program, I have 5 core pillars. It will learn the liver healing nutrition. So that'll be the targeted foods that'll help repair your liver cells, support detox, and optimize bile flow. Your body has its own detox system, and that is the bile. But you do want to have that bile leave your body with optimum results. So also learn restorative sleep rituals, proven techniques to sleep deeper, detox overnight, and wake up energized. And then I'll teach you the metabolic movements, gentle workouts that increase circulation and encourage sustainable fat loss. During the 6 weeks, we'll do this together. Targeted liver support, science-backed supplements that nourish your liver and reduce inflammation, toxin-free living. So you'll learn to get rid of all your hidden environmental toxins and create a safe, healing place at home. I also have a nutritionist that will be joining us, and will teach us how to cook and things like that. And maybe Anna can come. She has excellent. She is my person that helps with essential oils. Essential oils, they can detox your body beautifully. I love essential oils. So that's what I'm here for. We're going to learn together. We're going to clean the liver. There isn't support out there, and that's what got me started on this. I really felt like everybody needed to know. It is reversible. It is easy. It's unfortunately just not the way Americans do it. I just don't know what it is. Eat poorly, find a sedentary lifestyle. There's too many toxins in our environment. It's awful. But what I wanted to offer you guys tonight for this program, so probably this program is going to be more like $600, but because this is my first time going into this program, my first beta round, if you will, you'll get access to it for $174. That's a 71% discount. It's the lowest price this program will ever be. And again, we'll meet 6 weeks every week. We'll get all of this straightened out together. I'll give you all my tips and insights and learning to cook and things like that. So if you're ready, you can can type reverse in the comments, or just raise your hand and I can send you the package to do that. Keep the program kind of small. I want to be able to just have 10 people in it. So this is going to be open just to 10 people. And then what we'll do is I want to encourage you to take action today. No more sitting, no more denying it. You need to take action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offer the 174, and then in a few days I'll increase the price. Okay. So if you want to do this, let's do it. We can do this together. It's important, but now's the time to take into action. I know you all are tired of feeling tired and sick and not losing the weight. So I created this for people like you, smart, committed, tired of band-aids, ready for a real solution. And I'll be guiding you with every step of the way with practical tools, creating support and system that works. So let's reverse that fatty liver. Let's get your energy back and confidence back. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Stay with me in the group. I still have lots of tips and things like that. And there's lots of things you can do easy. It isn't costing you much. I mean, everybody says eating organic is more expensive, but I know it shouldn't be. I don't know. It shouldn't be. You can go to the farmer market.
It is more expensive, but where I live, there's just not much of it, period.
I have some tips for you on that too. Now, you can always find good organic frozen fruits, if you will. Fine. I know our Costco has a good section of organic frozen fruits and vegetables. Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you for all your input. Bye, Chris. Bye, Sherry. Bye, Charlotte. Bye, Karen.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.